Hi, friends. It's Mrs. Rogers, and I have some fun little activities for us to do today. I am going to call this lesson Fun with Frogs. And let me just make it a little bit bigger for us up here. There we go. I'm going to call this lesson Fun with Frogs because it's really a hodgepodge. Hodgepodge is just a silly word that means a little of this and a little of that. But everything that we do today is going to have a frog theme. And the first thing that we're going to do is have a really fun frog story. So let's get right to it. Here comes my story. And here we go.
The Big
The
Wide-Mouthed Frog. Once there was a big, wide-mouthed frog with the biggest, widest mouth you ever did see. And one day, that big, wide-mouthed frog hopped off to see the world. The first creature he met had big, thumping feet. "Hey, you, big, thumping feet. Who are you? And what do you eat?" shouted the wide-mouthed frog. "I'm a kangaroo," said Kangaroo, "and I eat grass." "Well, I'm a big wide-mouthed frog," shouted the wide-mouthed frog, "and I eat flies." The second creature he met had a big black nose. "Listen, Mr. Big Nose, who are you, and what do you eat?" shouted the wide-mouthed frog. "I'm a koala," said Koala, "and I eat leaves." "Well, I'm a big wide-mouthed frog," shouted the wide-mouthed frog, "and I eat flies." The third creature he met was hanging upside down. "Ho there, upside-down creature. Who are you, and what do you eat?" shouted the wide-mouthed frog. "I'm a possum," said Possum, "and I eat blossoms." "Well, I'm a big wide-mouthed frog," shouted the wide-mouthed frog, "and I eat flies." The fourth creature he met had 3 long toes. "Look here, 3 long toes. Who are you, and what do you eat?" shouted the wide-mouthed frog. "I'm an emu," said Emu, "and I eat grasshoppers." "Well, I'm a big wide-mouthed frog," shouted the wide-mouthed frog, "and I eat flies." Then the wide-mouthed frog met a creature stretched out on the riverbank like a knobby brown log. "Hey, knobby brown log, who are you, and what do you eat?" shouted the wide-mouthed frog. Knobby brown log opened her mouth in a slow, wide, lazy smile. "Good day to you," she said. "I'm a crocodile, and I eat big, wide-mouthed frogs. Who are you, and what do you eat?" "Me?" whispered the wide-mouthed frog, puckering his mouth into the smallest, narrowest mouth you ever did see. "I'm just a small, narrow-mouthed frog, and I'm out."
All right. So, did you see at the beginning of the story, it talked about a wide mouth frog? Do you remember we had a sign for that? Wide. Wide means there's a lot of space from one side to the other. Wide. But then when he got scared that the crocodile was going to eat him because the crocodile likes wide mouth frogs, he tried to turn himself into a narrow mouth frog. So he went from having a wide mouth to a narrow mouth, skinny. Well, let's see if you can remember some things that happened in our story. First of all, do you remember who had big thumping feet? Who had the big thumping feet? It was the kangaroo. That's right. Good job. Do you remember where the koala was sitting? Where was he sitting? He was in a tree. You can see here he's sitting on a tree limb. And what animal was hanging upside down? Do you remember what that animal was called? It was a possum. Possums like to hang upside down from their tail. Look, even the baby is upside down. Now, who in our story, who eats grasshoppers? Not me. Who eats grasshoppers? Do you remember? Oh, the emu. The emu eats grasshoppers. An emu is a big bird. Look how big he is. He's probably almost as tall as me, or he might even be taller. I don't know. Most people are taller than me, so maybe the emu is too. Let's see. Who looked like a knobby brown log? I love the way they made a comparison. Do you remember first graders? We talked about making a comparison, telling how things are the same. Well, this animal looked kind of this, can't find you, the same as a knobby brown log. So he's long and skinny and narrow. He has a narrow body. Let's see. What animal was that? The crocodile. That's right, the crocodile. And do you remember what the crocodile likes to eat? Wide mouth frogs. Wide mouth frogs. And there's our wide mouth frog. Now let's do something different. Let me see if I can move my picture out of the way. I don't know. Can I move it? Yep, there we go. All right, so here we have our wide mouth frog. And down at the bottom, we have the animals that were in the story. So let's see if we can remember the sequence or the order in which these animals showed up in our story. Let's see. So we started with the wide-mouthed frog, and the first animal had thumping feet. Do you remember that? It was the kangaroo. He had the big thumping feet. Let's see. I definitely remember the last animal. The last animal. The last animal was the crocodile. So I'm going to put him over here. So the kangaroo was first, and the crocodile was last. But who came in the middle? Who was in the middle of the story? Do you remember? I'll give you a hint. The next animal likes to sit in trees. Can you figure out which one? It was the koala. And the next animal likes to hang out in trees too, but he likes to hang upside down. That's easy, the possum. And then after the possum, the next animal was the emu. There he is. There's our emu. You guys did a good job with that. Let's do some more. Now, my first grade friends did this kind of work this year. It's called a Venn diagram, and it's a way of making a comparison, telling how things are the same and different. The same and different. And my kindergarten friends know about same and different too. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at these words down here. Don't worry, I'll read all the words, but we're going to figure out if those words tell about a koala and a frog, we're going to put them right here in the middle because everything in the middle tells about both animals. It tells how those two animals are the same. But if there's something that is different and it only tells about the frog, we're going to put it over here. And if there's something that only tells about a koala, we're going to put it over here. So remember, if it's the same, it goes in the middle, and if it's different, it goes on the sides. That was in a video that we did this year. Okay, the first word says animal. Now, does animal tell about a koala? Yeah, because a koala is an animal. Does animal tell about a frog? Yep. So it goes in the middle because it tells about both of them. They are both an animal. Now let's see. This one says starts as a tadpole. Does a koala baby come out as a tadpole? No, you can see that the one in the picture is it's already looking like a koala. But frogs don't start their life as frogs. They start as tadpoles. So a baby frog is actually a tadpole. A baby koala looks like this. All right, so starts as a tadpole only tells about a frog. What about furry? Is a frog furry? No. Is a koala furry? Yes. So I'm going to put it over here because furry tells about koala. It does not tell about frog. Eats flies. Do they both eat flies? I don't think so. I don't think koalas eat flies, but I know that frogs do eat flies. So I'm going to put it over here because it tells about a frog. What about this one? Lives outside. Does a koala live outside? Yeah. Does a frog live outside? Sure does. So they both live outside. I have to put that in the middle. They both live outside. Eats food. Well, that's easy. I know koalas eat food. I know frogs eat food. They might not eat the same food, but they both eat some kind of food. Koalas, I think, well, I'm not even going to say because I think it's coming up here in a minute. All right, let's see. Jumps. Now, I don't know if I've seen a koala jump. They're very good climbers. I don't know if they jump, but I do know for sure that frogs jump. So I put jumps over here because I know that the frog can jump. Eat leaves. Do frogs eat leaves? No. So I can't put it under frog and I can't put it in the middle where we tell about both of them. Eating leaves is only true for koalas. What about slimy? Are koalas slimy? No. So it can't go here and it can't go here because remember, these are things that tell about both animals. Slimy can only go over here under the frog. And the last one says climbs trees. Uh-oh, is it not going to move? Yeah. Okay, frogs don't climb trees, I don't think. So there are some frogs that do, tree frogs. So you know what? There are some frogs that climb trees and koalas climb trees. So you know what? This one actually needs to go in the middle because there are definitely some kinds of frogs that climb trees and koalas climb trees. So that tells about both of them. Furry and eating leaves only tells about koala. Tadpole, eating flies, jumping, and slimy, those words only tell about a frog. Oops. But these words in the middle, animal, living outside, eating food, and climbing trees, that can tell about both animals. All right, here we go. Let's skip that. Oh, now we're going to play Where's the Frog? We get to use some of our special words for this. Now remember, guys, hang with me because at the end of this lesson, there's a frog dance, and you don't want to leave before you get to the dance. All right, here we go. The frog is where? The frog is on the log or around the log? He's on. That's right, on the log. The frog is next to the log or between? Is he next to or is he between? He's next to. That's right. He's beside or next to the log. Now where's the frog? Is he behind it or in front of it? He is in front. That's right. Ooh, the frog is on or behind? He's behind or in back of the log. Let's see. Is he under the log or is he next to the log? What do you think? I think he is right under that log. I sure do. All right, let's see. The frog is under or between? He is between. Between. Ooh, okay, we're going to do something different now. And I have to take a quick peek because I didn't write this down. Whoop, okay, hope you didn't see that. I am going to sound out a word. I'm just going to make the sounds and then you have to blend it together And guess what word I'm trying to say? I'm going to stretch the sounds out and you're going to squish the sounds back together. And then I have something special to do with the word after that. All right, here we go. A, a, p. Can you guess what word I said? Cap. Now, let's see. For those of you that remember the rule about sneaky E, if I put an E at the end of the word cap, can you guess what new word I would make? Instead of cap, it would be cape, like Superman wears. Look, C-A-P says cap, C-A-P-E says cape. Let's do another one. Oh, I can tell what this one is. I don't even have to peek this time. Here we go. T, a, p. T, a, p. Can you guess? I said tap. Now, it was kind of hard to find a picture of tap, but look, this guy is tapping this guy on the shoulder. Tap. And what would happen if I put a sneaky E on the end of that word? It wouldn't be tap anymore. It would be tape. T-A-P says tap. T-A-P-E says tape. All right, let's do another one. I got to take a quick peek. Oh, I know what it is. Okay. T, b. T, b. Can you guess? Tub. Now, if I put a sneaky E on the end of the word tub, it's not going to be tub anymore. Do you know what it's going to be? Tube. Like a tube of toothpaste. Tube. All right. Oh, I like this one. Here we go. B. B. Can you guess? Cub. Cub. That's right, like a bear cub. A cub is a baby bear. It could be a baby lion, baby tiger. Those are called cubs too. But if I put a sneaky E on the end of that word, it's going to change the word. It's not going to be cub anymore. Can you guess what it would be? Put that E on the end. It's going to be cube. A cube is a three-dimensional shape. It looks like a box. Cube. All right, let's try this one. Oh, here we go. It. It. What do you think? Kit. Like a doctor's kit. You play with a doctor's kit. But if you put a sneaky E on that word, it won't be kit anymore. It will be kite. Look, K-I-T says kit. K-I-T-E says kite. The word changes with that sneaky E. Makes the vowel say its name. All right. Let's see. Let me go back up here one time. All right. Well, I promised you guys at the end of this lesson, there was going to be a frog dance. And we are at the end right now. So I want you to stand up. Here we go. It's your turn to move your body so that you'll be ready for whatever lesson you have next today. Are you ready? Here we go.
Grammarly ensures your writing is mistake-free.
Sorry about the ad.
And clear, as well as more interesting, or better.
Here we go. Get up and dance.
This is the dance of the little froggy, jumping and jumping and raises his head, shaking and shaking his little head. He's gonna jump now, 1, 2, 3.
I am this little frog, And when I hear the music, I start to dance and dance with joy and rhythm, just like this.
I have this little froggy when he's moving with the music, dancing and dancing, going with the rhythm, jumping to the one side, jumping to the other. Keep it going with the pulse of the percussion. He starts to go crazy. And now he is starting to sing. This is the dance of the little froggy, jumping and jumping, raises his hand, shaking and shaking his little head. He's gonna jump now, 1, 2, 3. This is the dance of the little froggy, jumping and jumping, raises his hand, shaking and shaking his little head. He's gonna jump now, 1, 2, 3. Dancing, going up, dancing, going down, dancing to one side, dancing to the other. I have this little froggy when he's moving with the music, dancing and dancing, going with the rhythm, jumping to the one side, jumping to the other. Keep it going with the pulse of the percussion. He starts to go crazy. And now he is starting to sing. This is the dance of the little froggy, jumping and jumping, and raises his hand, shaking and shaking his little head. He's gonna jump now, 1, 2, 3. This is the dance of the little froggy, jumping and jumping, and raises his hand, shaking and shaking his little head. He's gonna jump now, 1, 2, 3. This is the dance of the little froggy, jumping and jumping, raises his hand, shaking and shaking his little head. He's gonna jump now.